We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
North Korea tests hypersonic missile. Letitia James attempts to bully women over trans sports participation. Hollywood stands against antisemitism and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. North Korea successfully tested technology used in its new hypersonic missile on Tuesday, according to its government-run media. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un guided his military on a ground jet test of the multi-stage solid fuel engine for its intermediate-range hypersonic missile at the North's rocket launch facility, according to the official Korean Central News Agency. The more powerful, agile missile is designed to strike faraway U.S. targets in the region, specifically the U.S. Pacific territory of Guam, home to U.S. military bases. Kim cited the strategic value of the new missile, which he claimed was capable of targeting the U.S. mainland, and said that enemies know better about it. He also applauded the great success in the important test. New York Attorney General Letitia James ordered Nassau County to cease and desist a new ban on biological males competing in female sports. Local leaders have responded with a federal lawsuit declaring the state's stance a form of bullying against women. The case is the latest salvo in a battle between New York's Democratic leadership and a Republican-led county fed up with progressive mandates. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman issued an executive order in February banning trans women and girls from competing in all-female sporting events at county-owned facilities, arguing that such competitions are unfair, unconstitutional, and physically dangerous. Now Nassau County is taking James and the state of New York to federal court, alleging in another lawsuit that the Attorney General is unconstitutionally discriminating against women and girls. This is not anti-trans, this is protecting women and girls, Blakeman said Monday at a news briefing alongside Olympic champion and trans activist Caitlyn Jenner, arguing that his order protects female athletes from bullying and ensures fairness and safety. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has issued an alert to public health officials, warning that the number of U.S. measles cases this year has already matched the entirety of 2023. From January 1st to March 14th, 2024, CDC has been notified of 58 confirmed U.S. cases of measles across 17 jurisdictions, including 7 outbreaks in 7 jurisdictions, compared to 58 total cases and 4 outbreaks reported the entire year in 2023, it said on Monday. Among the 58 cases reported in 2024, 54, 93% of them, were linked to international travel, the CDC continued, adding that many countries, including travel destinations such as Austria, the Philippines, Romania, and the United Kingdom, are experiencing measles outbreaks. The health agency said most cases reported in the U.S. this year have been among children aged 12 months and older who have not yet received the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine. Texas's immigration law is on hold after briefly taking effect, hours after the Supreme Court ruled that a Texas immigration law widely considered one of the nation's harshest, can proceed. An appeals court panel temporarily blocked it from taking effect. The law, signed by Governor Greg Abbott last year, makes it a state crime to cross the border illegally, allowing Texas officials to arrest and deport individuals, which has historically been the sole authority of the federal government. In her dissent, liberal Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote that the decision upends the federal-state balance of power and invites further chaos and crisis in immigration enforcement. It's not clear when the next court decision on the law will come. Need a lawyer? You may not want one from Washington State. Prospective lawyers will no longer have to pass the bar exam to work in Washington. The state Supreme Court ruled in a pair of orders authorizing alternative pathways to licensing. The Bar Licensure Task Force claimed that the exam disproportionately and unnecessarily blocks marginalized groups from entering the practice of law and is at best minimally effective for ensuring competent lawyers. In addition to the racism and classism written into the test itself, the time and financial costs of the tests reinforce historical inequities in our profession, the task force wrote in its proposal for the change, released last month. More than 500 additional Hollywood figures have signed the letter condemning Jonathan Glazer's Oscars 2024 speech for his Best International Film win for The Zone of Interest. The letter, which was published on Monday, with 450 signees already attached, denounced the director's speech, mimicking his own phrasing at the awards show on March 10th. The signatories include actors, executives, directors, creators, producers, and representatives. We refute our Jewishness being hijacked for the purpose of drawing a moral equivalence between a Nazi regime that sought to exterminate a race of people and an Israeli nation that seeks to avert its own extermination, the letter began. In his acceptance speech, Glazer shared that he made The Zone of Interest in an effort to show where dehumanization leads at its worst and how it shapes the past and present. Glazer attempted to equate Israel's defense of its right to exist with the genocide of the Jews committed by the Nazis in World War II. Members of the Hollywood community further distanced themselves from pro-Palestinian activists as the Directors Guild of America is moving forward with plans to establish a diversity committee for its Jewish members. The mission of the Jewish Diversity Committee will be to create a safe space for members who identify with the community and their allies, and also to help provide education within the DGA and beyond about anti-Semitism, including tropes about Jewish control of Hollywood and culture. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.